if you've come across this video, you're probably interested in dropshipping, or you've already started and you just wanted to get another, I guess, point of view, or hear someone else's feedback and their experience. So I thought, why not share my experience? So it's my first time dropshipping. I started in May, and yeah, I thought I'd share a bit of my experience and my realistic results for someone that's just started. Because sometimes, you know, you can see things online. Everyone's making £100,000 a month, £200,000 a month. Everyone's driving Lamborghinis. And yeah, sometimes when you're seeing all of that in the e-com space, it can like subconsciously put pressure on you and make you feel like you're not doing enough, or sometimes rush the process. And I'll be the first one to say it, because that's how a lot of things went bad for me. But I'll tell you a little bit more. But just to get an understanding of how it all started, basically, probably just like you lot, you've always wanted to make money online, or you've always wanted to have your own business. And that's exactly why I started. But it all started when I was in Thailand, and I'd spent about a year and a half traveling Southeast Asia, and I had a great time. And I met so much digital nomads. Everyone was like working remotely, making money. And over the time, the more I spoke to people, the more I realized that, yeah, like a lot of them had like online businesses. They were like into digital marketing, or they had their own e-commerce dropshipping stores. Some of them were traders. Anyways, everyone was out here in Asia making money, and here I was just doing this. I was just spending God knows how much money. So everyone was there. They've created that life for themselves, where me, on the other hand, I'm just a tourist, right? I'm just on holiday spending money. So when I met all of these people, I was like, wow, like I have to eventually go home, because I'll run out of money. Where these people have created that lifestyle, they've been able to create that financial freedom and be location dependent. So that was the spark for me. I was like, I want to have this lifestyle forever. I want to be making money on the beach, you know, on the other side of the world. So when I got back to England, to London, I was determined to give this online making money, I give it my best shot, basically. So when I got back to London, I was like, okay, I'm not a digital marketer. I don't know about SEO, not big in crypto, don't know about trading, don't really have that much any digital skills that I can like transfer to like a remote job. So then I thought about e-commerce, and I came across, you know, people online doing drop shipping and, you know, selling on eBay and Amazon. So I decided, let me try e-commerce. You know, I'll be able to figure that out. So I basically just watched hundreds and hundreds of YouTube videos, and I actually started with selling on eBay and Amazon. So I started by basically buying inventory from Alibaba, and then basically just selling it on Amazon and eBay. So I did that for about a year or so, and I was pretty much fulfilling everything myself. There was a point where I was using FBA, so I would send my inventory to Amazon and they would ship it on my behalf. But then things kind of went downhill, because basically I was selling a product that I was sourcing from China. However, the suppliers didn't explain to me that one had intellectual property for that design of that product. So I didn't know that. So what was happening, I was doing okay. I was selling and building up some type of trust on Amazon and starting to slowly rank. And then I suddenly just got a letter explaining that the person who owns the rights to the product design has basically, you know, filed an appeal against me, and they basically shut me down. So literally, I was just completely out of business. So that wasn't great. So anyways, this year I decided, you know what, I'm going to try to set up my own store, because, you know, I tried on Amazon. The thing with Amazon or these marketplaces, none of these customers are yours. They can just turn off your shop like that. You know, you're not really building a brand. So I was like, okay, you know what, I'm going to give dropshipping a go. So surprisingly, I was able to do about £48,000 from May to now December. So the reason things went downhill, and this is a lesson that I want to share with everyone, because this is what I've learned, and this is what I'll be implementing to move forward from January moving on, is that don't rush the process, don't reinvent the wheel, and don't get pressure from the outside. So why things went downhill for me is because everyone knows that the last quarter of the year is the busiest time of the year. You've got Black Friday, you've got Cyber Monday, Christmas, like Boxing Day. Everyone's like, this is it, you can make so much money. And I straight away subconsciously put that pressure on myself. And once we got into October, I was just going crazy on advertisement. I was like, I need to make this work. I need to test as much angles, try different products, I need to upsell this. And, I wanted to increase my average order value. I was just trying to do so much. I was like, I have to take this up, I have to take I have to make the most out of this opportunity, right? To make as much money as I can. And I was like, I'll be set for January. But instead, it didn't work like that. Instead, I just spent loads of money on marketing, rushing, forcing it, thinking I need to make money quick. Instead, I just started losing money. I instantly became unprofitable. Every October I was losing money, November I was losing money. Every day I was losing money. I made no money. And I just forced it. So one thing I do want to share with you, is don't rush the process. Honestly, like, it's hard sometimes, especially if you, for example, you go on X, you've got all the money guys on X, everyone's in Lambos showing their dashboards, forget all of that. That's why I'm hoping this kind of encourages you lot, because sometimes when you're starting, for example, me, I've just started in May. As much as it's inspiring to see someone in a Lamborghini who's made it, sometimes it can feel so far away, right? Where if I meet someone who's doing, I don't know, 30, 40K a month, or even is profitable of 5K, 10K a month, it's a bit more relatable, because, it's better for me to learn from someone who's maybe a few steps ahead than someone who's so far ahead. Because, it's not to say I won't learn from all of them, but do you get what I mean? It's just, it's more relatable and it's more realistic. And this is the whole idea of this video, is to give you a real realistic insight to someone who's just started in May last year, right? So I'll show you my dashboard to show you exactly how things went, for you to get a real idea of how the shop went. It all looks like for someone who's just started. So as you can see here, we are now, this was the first month. So like I said, I started in May 16. So May 16, I started running ads, and then within the second day, I'd made 2 sales, because at that time my product cost was, I think I was selling my product for £20 or £25. Yeah, £20. This was way before I understood that you can't make any money with £20. You can't make really any product that you're selling for £20. It's got to be at least, £30, 25, wherever. £20 is doesn't really make sense. So that was 7th, 15th, was like 20, so £20, 18, then £143 on 20th. Then there was a slight dip, £100, but £50. So throughout, for something that you're just trying, it was first month, we would say the first 2 weeks were £723. So that like I explained, I had obviously proven to myself that the concept worked, because I had done 29 orders within those 2 weeks. So in my head, I had proven the concept that, okay, people want this product, and then so now if we look at in June now, the second month, okay, so I lied, it wasn't 9,000, okay, my apologies. So the second month went £5,800. So that was probably just before the transition with my agent. So I think maybe towards the end of this I was starting to transition. So my second month of dropshipping, had done 209 orders and £5,800 in sales. I think that's maybe $7,000 or something. And then, so that was the second month. And then July, I did £9,333. No, £9,336. So also I think that's about $11,000 or something like that. So yeah, so £700 to 5,000 to now 9,000. So it did pretty much jump. And then that month I'd sold 313. So yeah, I did about £10,000 and about 10,000 in sales. And then netted about 9,336. I think after they took their fees, and I think I had a return there. So that was July. Then August, again 9,000, staying around that, staying around that figure. September, 9,600. So I was really trying to break. Here you can see the gross sales was actually £11,000. So I was really I was wanted to be like, okay, 10,000 now, 15,000, 20,000. I just wanted to level up, but we were still staying kind of like around the same level. And then October, so this is when we got into the last quarter, and this is when I believe things went really wrong. So October, I'd spent a lot of money on ads, on marketing, and I think that essentially is where I started going wrong. So October, boom, we've dropped down now to 6,000. So my thought process and time, I wanted to maximize from this last quarter. So for you to scale, you got to make sure you've got more ads. That's the reality. You've got to make sure you've got a nice amount, more angles, more ads, more creators, more audience for you to get, I guess, the best out of put that base out of best opportunity to scale, right? So that was my thought process. I need to test as much to get it right before Black Friday, Cyber Monday. But I was just unprofitable. I was just losing money. So then November again, 5,338. And then, the December, £2,106. So you see, so in overall, from May to December, where is it? I had done 48,000, 55,000 sales, but 48,000. So I'm hoping that's a realistic, I hope this is realistic, or what dropshipping looks like for someone who's just started. Someone, of course, might be doing 100K a month, 200K a month, could be doing that, but everyone learns at their own pace. Everything is a process, and you've got to enjoy the process. Don't rush it. Don't put pressure on you. I should have never put pressure on myself. I'd started in May. I wanted to be, I wanted to clock the game by the end of this year. I wanted to make so much money in the last quarter and be set for January. Instead, I blew my marketing budget, and now it's put me in a situation where I've had to slow down completely. Like I explained, like what I would get from this is that dropshipping does work. I think the main thing I learned from this is that I can do it, I can dropship. I can build a brand. I can build ads that convert, The proof is in the pudding that I sold 1,411 orders from a product that doesn't even exist, really. So for me, my peace of mind is, imagine when I find a product that does exist, that is a demand. Everything I've learned from ads, from marketing angles, to reaching out to UGC creators, to creating landing pages that convert, once I transfer all those things to a product that works, there's no reason why I can't. Sky is my limit. So learn everything you need to learn. Take your time. Enjoy the process. Block out all the noise. And yeah, man, literally, like, forget all that what if, could have been, coulda, shoulda, woulda. It is what it is. I've learned, I had to go through this to learn this. So I'm sharing this with you lot. So if you are starting your dropshipping journey, things take time. And yeah, like, the dropshipping model does still work. It is literally just a fulfillment method. It's great. You don't need to have any inventory up front. It's perfect. Yes, you still need to spend a lot of money on marketing. Don't let people lie to you. Yes, you can do organic advertisement on TikTok. I've never done that. I've struggled with that. But if you've got a good product, you're good at making content, good creatives, you know how to communicate directly to your avatar, you've got a good offer, you've proven the concept, it works, other people are selling it, there's no reason why you can't. They're no smarter than you, and that's how I realize what I believe. Like, if they can do it, why can't I do it? And that's it. So yeah, that's just my little insight. I hope that maybe that's helped or encouraged you to not to give it a go. Like, dropshipping isn't dead. It does work.